And you unmute. Oh dear.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Exciting.
We're still getting the routine, the one person routine down. We used today as an opportunity to practice stuff. Anyway, welcome. It's Saturday. Thank you for coming. It's good to see everybody. And we will get moving here. Let's start with a little bit of jogging. Comfortable pace. Pushing through the feet a bit, waking those feet up. Increasing the pace a little bit. It's a brisk morning jog. Great, now let's stop. Let's take our feet a little bit wider than hip width apart and just do a little twisting. Starting off pretty slow. And as you feel your body warms up, increase the range of your motion and the speed. If you have any back problems and you're still warming up into your back, please take this slowly. And now add a knee bend. So as you twist one direction, you're bending the knee in that direction. So twisting to the left, left knee bends. Twisting to the right, right knee bends. For the most part, your hips are staying straight forward, and it's just the top of your body that's twisting. All right, let's stop with the knees. Again, let's twist. Let's just take a slow one. See how your range of motion is. Again, take this very easy if you have any back problems. But if not, really see if you can challenge yourself a bit. Go a little further than normal. Try the other side. Keeping those hip eyes pointing forward as you do this, so you're getting a nice twist through the torso. Good. All right, let's come back. Back to jogging. Let's jog with our hands up in the air. Woo, we did it. We made it to Saturday. And arms down. Arms to the side. Palms up. One palm up, one palm down. Switch. Switch. Both palms up. Both palms down. Arms down. Pick up the speed. A little faster, arms up. Arms down. Arms to the side. Palms up. One palm up, one palm down. Switch. Both palms up. Both palms down. And arms down. A little faster. Arms up. Arms down. To the side. Palms up. One palm down. Switch. Both palms up. Both palms down. All the arms down. All right, very good. Let's take a deep breath. Ready, and inhale. Exhale. Let's inhale and raise our arms. Inhale. Keep your shoulders down as you raise your arms. Exhale. One more time with the arms raised. Inhale. Exhale. This time on the exhale, we're going to roll over. Inhale. And roll down from the top of your head. Arms and head draping over. Reaching for the toes. going to your comfortable range, pushing your comfortable range just a touch. I'm going to give you a second to really feel and hang out here, so don't worry that I'm going to tell you to do something else right away. If you're halfway or a quarter, that's fine. You can give it a little pulse if that helps. A little bit of a encouragement, and with each pulse, you go a little further down. Very gentle pulse, not a cranking pulse. Good, now stop the pulse, stay where you are, and bend one leg and straighten the other.
Oh.
Yeah, you might feel quite a big stretch here. It might cause you to have to come up a bit. Of course, that's okay. Now straighten both legs and switch to the other knee. Straighten both legs again, and now roll on up. May take a while to get on up. Once you're up at the top, feel free to keep rolling up if you're doing that. Feel nice and tall. Imagine that you're a marionette and you have a string coming up off the top of your head. And your head's just floating there with gentle tension. All right, let's bend our knees. Come back up. Bend our knees. Back up. One more time. Bend your knees. Come back up a little wider. Bend your knees. Come back up. 2 more times. Last time. Gently point your toes out on a diagonal and bend your knees here. If you can do like Amber, that's great. Or if you want to keep a little bit more of a softer angle like mine, that's fine too.
Just need wider legs.
Yeah, you can go wider.
Or deeper.
It's not too important.
Okay.
We're just a little warm up. Wherever you feel like it. All right, good. Let's shake out the legs. Shake out the arms. Shake out the legs and the arms. Do the hokey pokey. I'm just kidding. Thanks for the warm up. Let's go ahead and find our meditation chairs. Okay. Okay, if you're all set up in your chair, grow tall just like we were doing when we were standing, feeling that string off the top of your head. And this time we're going to pour to the side. So first you go up, and in this case, we're going to the left, feeling like you have a nice long arch through your spine. Pouring soup out the top of your head, to use Amber's metaphor. I don't know, somehow that works better at the pelvis.
It could be a fountain of tea.
A fountain of minestrone.
Ooh.
Okay. Growing tall again. We're going to do the other side. First, really feel that pull off the top of your head. And then it goes up first and then over. Up and over. Should feel good. A nice neck stretch, shoulder stretch here. And coming back up. We'll do one more, and this time we're going to go forward. So go up, growing really tall, and over. Rolling back up through the spine. Shift around in your seat, side to side, forward and back. And let's go ahead and close our eyes now. Finding that equilibrium point with this moving side to side, finding where you're nice and balanced from right to left, and even more importantly, from forward to back. Okay, welcome. You've arrived. Drawing your attention inward. Breathing and relaxing. Today, I want to just spend one moment and talk about words and how I use a lot of words in these meditations. And to the extent that the words sound abstract, esoteric, or confusing, I've missed. If you have the feeling about that with any of the words, it's because I haven't explained them thoroughly enough, or they're just not the right words for you. So you always have permission to disregard or just go on with your meditation on your own if the words aren't connecting. Maybe those words are for somebody else in the group. What the words are always trying to point to is the least abstract thing in the world. And because it's such a intimately close thing, what I'm trying to point to with the words can become very general and may lose their meaning at times. All of the words are trying to point directly to our presence, our direct experience right now. If they're not doing that, you have my permission to ignore them. If they are helpful, use them as tools to get you there and then forget them. For instance, one of the clearest ways that the words can do this is to ask a question. Let's ask the question, am I aware? Am I aware? After you ask that question, your attention does something, moves to a different place. Than maybe our normal day-to-day place.
You ask yourself the question, am I aware? And you give it space, you don't answer verbally. And you see from your direct experience that indeed you are aware of something. There is awareness here. That's the approach that is a very popular technique in non-duality. There is another approach that is used more widely, which is bring your attention to the breath. When you hear the words, bring your attention to the breath, watch what your mind does. Bring your attention to the breath. If the motion of your mind had a direction, it would be down. It would be down into your body, out of thought. The least abstract thing in the world. What is right here, right now, really has nothing to do with words or thought. It's before the words or the thought form. We like to access this place before words because it's where all the good things come from. It's where love comes from, beauty, creativity, wisdom. Now, I know there's a lot of, we have a very creative group here. So I think one of the most successful ways many people find this space is through imagination or visualization. So we'll do a quick one now so we can remember what that's like. So imagine yourself on a lake. There's trees around you. Maybe an eagle off in the distance. The lake has a gentle sway to it. You're in a canoe or whatever water vehicle you choose. Feeling that gentle sway of the lake. It's early morning, the lake isn't very active or choppy, not much wind. Now just imagine your boat and your body fade away and you actually become the lake. The swaying, the undulating. And at the root of it all is a very quiet, peaceful foundation. Now even watch as the lake itself fades away. The image of the lake moves off into the distance. The motion of the lake is gone, but the peaceful foundation of the lake stays. That very present, shining even, presence, the least abstract thing in the world, right here, right now. Let's go ahead and sit with this for a while on our own. And if your silence is disturbed by thoughts, anxieties, worries, pick one of the 3 techniques that we did today. The inquiry technique of asking, am I aware? The technique that gets you right back to your body through being aware of the breath. Or the visualization technique of imagining yourself as a calm lake. But if you need none of those techniques, if you need no words whatsoever to stay right here in this present peace, then remain unmoved. So I just want to share one more thing with you before we close today. And that is that one of the most popular or most well-known teachers in this style of meditation lived the early 1900s. He was named Ramana Maharshi. And he said that the highest meditation is just to sit in silence. And in fact, most of his teaching sessions, people would come from all over to sit with him, and he would just remain silent. But sometimes that wasn't working for a person or a group of people, and he would teach to them through whatever means he could, with words, with images, etc., to meet them where they were. And I think our modern minds, mine included, is very prone to distraction. We don't have the luxury of meditating for 20 years in an ashram. So we use words to try to bring us back to the direct experience. And once we find it, we can get rid of them and sit in silence for a while. So let's take our 3 breaths together. We're ready. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, silence. Exhale, silence. Inhale. Exhale. All right. That's all for today and for this week. Thanks for joining me today. Thanks for joining us this week. See you next week and look forward to it. Bye, everybody. Please hang out and chat if you'd like.